Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sorry if I'm not actually looking directly at you. I might be looking a bit off or something, but I'm having to work with the camera from the iPad and not actually the little Mo stick I use, which is this thing over here, because I've just done all this whole look which is going up next week, but unfortunately it stopped recording halfway through and I accidentally pressed cancel, so I've lost all the footage, so I've got to do this again. Anyway guys, welcome back anyway. And I have my shop my stash and a changeover for the month of May. So last month I popped in this palette here again, and did I use it? Did I? Even though I really like this palette, I love the shades, I really loved going in with it and I was enjoying the berry shades, my whole mindset changed and I just didn't touch this, so it's going to go back in the drawer. I also popped in this palette here, which is the I Heart Revolution White Chocolate palette, also known as the Naked palette when it first got originally released from Revolution. And I've gone in with this a couple of times, and that is it. So I'm going to pop that back in the drawer as well. Also, I bought out these elf palettes. I didn't touch that one. I didn't touch, oh hang on, did I go in with that one? Yeah, I worked with that one once. And I went in with that one twice. And this one, I was having a weird day where I put this on my eyes and I just didn't like what it looked like, so I washed it off again. So no, I've not even touched that either. Not for a proper look for a whole day, and it's got, that's better. Just a bit of kickback. I didn't blow out there. So I'm going to pop these back in the drawer again. Just going to pop them back in. Right, where's the other palettes? Let's see. Right, so I put this in and I really have been enjoying this palette. I've really liked it. It's a lovely palette and I've done some really nice looks with it. And as you can see, I've made a few little tiny dents there. I think it was a bit, the blinds are open, so it's a little bit off with lighting sometimes. But I've really enjoyed this palette. I like it a lot. And so I'm popping that back in for Shop My Stash for May, because I'm going to continue using it. And it actually gives me good pops of colour. I'm also going to keep in this blush palette from Revolution, which is a marshmallow palette. And oh wow, that mirror's dirty. Let me just wipe that mirror. Give it a proper clean later. Anyway, as you can see, yeah, still sickly. I'm not really gone in with that a hell of a lot now. I tend to like this shade, which you can actually see the grid underneath of hitting pan. So I'm not going to be very long before I hit pan on that shade. I've also gone in with this shade quite a lot, I really like, and I really like that one. That one is a bit too dark for me, so I don't tend to use it. But really like these three. I'll go in with that occasionally, but these three are the ones I use the most. And it looks like that one's starting to go to pan as well. Although I wouldn't have thought so. Anyway, so I'm keeping that in there. I'm also going to be keeping this blush highlighter palette from W7, just Strove Time one. And as you can see, I'm still loving that one mostly. Really like that. I've been going in with that one a little bit as well, but sort of as a mix. I've got it on today. I've been using this as a blush topper. Really, I've enjoyed it. It's actually a blusher, but I don't want that as just a blush. So I sort of top on. I can't speak again. So I sort of use it as a topper. Now, I wonder if you can see this. Let me just swatch it again. As you can see, I don't want that solely as a blush because it's a bit much for me, but I'll put it on as a topper, and I like that. So I'm going to continue with this one because I really want to try and hit pan on those other two shades. I don't use this because it's a bronzer and it's a shimmering bronzer. One, if you've been watching my channel for long enough, you know I don't like bronzers, and two, especially not shimmery ones, and I just do not like that. It could actually make a really nice eyeshadow. Might have to try that. Really quite nice. But yeah, the other three, I want to continue with this one to actually empty it. So hopefully next month I might have actually panned it completely. I want to continue using that as a blusher topper, and also want to go in with this more so I can pan that. So I'm hoping to get more pan next month because I've not done very well this month. And I'm not going to come on here and say to you, oh, I've done amazing, I've done this, I've done that, because I don't lie. There is no point. You're going to get honesty from me because that's who I am, and I won't lie to anybody. So I'm still going in with this contour palette, the milk chocolate one, and as you can see, I mean, I emptied that a long time ago, before Christmas maybe, can't quite remember, but this one is really emptying now. I'm really getting through that. It's the only contour I have, and I'm determined not to buy a new one until I'm really scraping that round the edge, because if I buy a new one, I'm going to be going in with that one and then I won't use this. So I'm determined to only ever have one bronzer, and that's it. And it's finding the right bronzer because I don't want shimmery, as I've told you, and I also want it to be cool toned, not too warm. So it's a little bit tricky at the minute, but I will find one. So the next palette I'm going to be going in, put into the Shop My Stash, is this Chocolate and Peaches palette from My Heart Revolution. Now, I've not had this too long. I've gone in with it a couple of times. Let's hold that there. I'm sorry if I blind you. And yeah, it's just really pretty, and I am really enjoying it at the moment. And so I'm going to continue with that palette. So that's going in there. And I'm sure there's other palettes around and I've not seen them. No. Definitely not. No. Right. So I got this off Depop some weeks ago. And it's the MUA 15 shade, oh, we know it's a 15 shade palette, Green Goddess. Now, I wasn't expecting it to be a bit more greener, but however, and I have used it a bit, so that'll be the way, that'll be me, it's made it look that way, because it arrived, I think it was new. Yeah, it was brand new. So, yeah. And this is beautiful, but I need to go in with this a lot more. So I'm going to be using that in my Shop My Stash for May also. And because I've got a fair few matte shades in there, I'm going to be putting this MUA palette in also, which is the Up All Night palette. And it looks like that. Now, I've not worked with this more than once, and I'm wondering if this is still okay. Just give it a sniff. Yeah, it smells fine. And it's just swatch some shades for you. Oh, that's more purpley than pink. Or did I just... No, it's just pink. But it's actually purpley. I'm not making any sense. I won't worry about it. So, as you can see, this is gorgeous. Now, I do remember... Now, I'm going to have to swatch that dark blue just there. And if you remember, I think it was a couple of months ago, January, end of January, maybe February time, when I did shop my stash, and I'd put in the jeweled palette from Revolution and didn't hardly touch it. It was all shimmers. I thought, oh, well, I've got a matte palette, I can mix and match both up. And I tend to just go with one palette, but I'm going to try and give that a good go and perhaps hit pan on a few shades, because they're small pans, they're not all that big, and it's possible. And it's really nice, and so I'm going to be using that. I've got the colours in the Jack palette, which are matte shades, loads of different colours. I've also got matte browns in the peaches one and a peachy shade. I'm sure I can do that. So I'm putting that in and being hopeful that I can actually hit pan on some of the shades as well. And also got some matte shades with this MUA one here. I'm sorry guys, the whole thing just stopped recording, so I've had to put the Mo disc in again. So that's where we was on that palette with the mattes. Okay, so I've got this transparent powder from Rimmel. We all know this one, the Stay Matte one, and I've hit pan pretty well. But that's been over the case of months since I've had it, rather than just in the last month. I'm not going to lie about that. It's just not. I've actually used this since I got it in November sort of time. So anyway, so that's hitting pan well. The problem I seem to have with this is once it's getting down a bit more, it will crumble. And I'm actually finding it's actually not staying matte on my face longer than usual. As long as usual. So I don't think I'm going to be buying a new one of these anymore. I think I'm going in with something else. I do actually prefer loose powder, and so if you can give me any recommendations on the budget side, nothing overpriced, then please do in the comments. And lipsticks and stuff, right. Hello again guys. It appears that it all cut out again there, so obviously I can't end that video. So just to say that I actually didn't put any more lipsticks in than the Soph lipsticks and the Revolution lipstick, which is in a neutral shade. What I'm deciding to do is whatever lipstick I want to use, I'll just go and get it from the drawer. It's just easier. Because I was putting in there about 20 lipsticks. It was getting silly. So I'm just going to do that. I've also got the same mascara in there and a NARS mascara, little sample one. I've also got in my usual eyeliners and also my usual foundations and all of that. You don't need to see that over and over again because you already know them. So anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. A bit of a weird ending, but this is the only thing I can do. And I'm very close because I'm holding the iPad in my hand, because now we've sorted everything out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's okay. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please press the thumbs up if you did. Also, please subscribe to my channel while you're there and press the notification bell. And also make sure it's set to all, because YouTube have been messing with that as well. So anyway, I will see you again soon. Goodbye everyone.